so mighty high. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटका. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complaint level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा. गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः. गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. In Manusmriti there is one श्लोक. जन्मना जायते शूद्रः संस्कारात् द्विज उच्यते. वेदाभ्यासी भवेद् विप्रः ब्रह्म जानाति ब्राह्मणः. By birth we are all Shudra. Shudra means what? Those who know only one language. Therefore, the newly born children are called as Shishu. They do she and shu anywhere. If they are hungry, they cry. If the mosquitoes bite them, they cry. They know only one language, crying. Therefore, all the government servants are Shudra. They can only cry, complaining. Janmana jayate Shudra. Then what is to be done? Samskara dvija uchyate. Dvija means twice born. Born again. Dvi is two. Ja, birth. Samskarat. Samskara means what is the life of a cultured person. Samskara. Should we be living our life like the animals or human beings? See? So what is the life of a human being? He has relations, he has the responsibilities. See? But normally what we talk about our rights. We don't talk about our duties. So samskara dvija uchyate. Therefore we have to learn what is the way a cultured human being should live. This was the topic dealt with in Bhagavad Gita up to the 6th chapter. So, a person is educated. Look here, you have responsibility towards the people around you, towards yourself. And for that you have to have a disciplined life. Instead of struggling to get happiness, express happiness. This is how a person is reborn, dvija. Samskara dvija uchyate. Then, vedabhyasi bhaved vipraha. So when a person is very well disciplined, systematic, doing everything, unknowingly, the virus of ego becomes very strong. I am not like that. I am not like that. See, I like playing fool with the people. That's my time pass. So once I went to a younger family in Mumbai. So when I went there for food, you can keep the shoes outside. I said, okay. I said, Mama, but remember one thing. I don't eat onions, I don't eat eggs, non-vegetarian I never tasted also. So only vegetarian food. चाबी भर के छोड़ दो. Then you see the joy. Swami ji, onion never enters our house. We go eat outside. See? So, holier than thou. Watch this in this world. We are not like those people eating non-vegetarian. How much bitterness they have in their expressions. The height of bitterness, I attended one conference, there I saw this height of bitterness. The person who was promoting vegetarianism, he said, whenever I see the non-vegetarians walking around, I feel the mobile graveyards of the dead bodies. And clack. And that's disgusting. Because we are vegetarian, competing with the cows. This holier than thou is the most dangerous thing in life. This was Arjun. In his expression, he says, the children of Dhritarashtra, they are Atatai, but who are we? Asmabhihi prapashyadbihi. We are the one who wise, who knows what is right, what is wrong. See, friends, therefore, those who are very sincere, disciplined in their life, whether it's work or their spiritual practice, etc., unknowingly, this virus of ego takes possession of them. Kunyasti sadrusho maya. Nobody is like, I am not like others, Keep on sleeping up to 10 o'clock. I wake up in the morning 9:45. Holier than thou. To protect us from that, Bhagavan Sri Krishna takes up toward the end of the 6th chapter. He said, it's okay, you are a great yogi, fine, do everything, but don't forget, all things are happening in the divine law. Nothing can escape the divine law. So if something is happening, it's because of the grace of the Lord. See? And therefore, from the 7th chapter onwards, Bhagavan is now polishing the eye in such a manner that he is breaking the barrier of I somebody to I everybody. Expansion. And for that, only vision has to change. We consider ourselves to be the body is limited vision. But when we see our own children, the mother and the child, they are separate bodies, definitely. But the mother sees herself extended in the child. See, friends. Therefore, we have to expand our vision. And for that, Vedabhyasi Bhaved Vipraha. So what is the Vedabhyasi Bhaved Vipraha? In the 7th chapter, Bhagavan takes up this theme. See? Therefore, you will see Karma Kandi, Yogi and Tapasvi, 3 characters. In their stories, if you see, there is one common factor, and that is, he became angry and he cursed. See? They are the mobile cursors. On your computer, you go to cursor. Constantly cursing everybody. No. And therefore, we have to change our vision. Vedabhyasi bhavid vipraha. And then what happens? Brahma janati brahmana. Now, our vision is slowly expanding from the tip of the funnel to the mouth of the funnel. It is for that purpose. The next important topic in Bhagavad Gita is taken, the topic of devotion or upasana. And then we will come to know in due time, devotees do not fall in the purview of law of karma. See? Because they have no doership. जो थारी रहे सो मारी रहे. They are able to see the divine intervention in everything and being. And this happens Vedabhyasi. Then we have to study Bhagavad Gita. See? So this is the motherboard. Therefore, in the 7th chapter, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, I shall tell you the jnana and the vijnana. See? Jnana, vijnana. Jnana is knowledge, undifferentiated. Meaning, seeing is happening, but the differences on account of the objects is not influencing the vision. So when the vision is seeing a man, the vision doesn't become masculine. Seeing a woman doesn't become a feminine. Seeing a green color doesn't become green. Seeing a yellow color doesn't become yellow. So, if we are not obsessed with any color and form, although living among them, now what is our position? We have migrated from the objective colors and forms to the subjective vision. See? Whatever may be the sounds coming, if we have this art of remaining indifferent to whatever is heard, but Swamiji, is very difficult. Don't tell me that. Are you hearing me? Huh? Even this is not heard. So you have that art. See? Therefore, if we are approaching our own divine self, then no sounds will disturb us. See how simple it is. If we are living at the Granendriya, at the level of the nose, then no smell will disturb us. In short, all the worldly objects will have no impact on us when we are marching towards the center of our being. See, friends. Therefore, one is jnanam, undifferentiated knowledge. So, colors and forms are differentiated knowledge. Vision is undifferentiated knowledge. See? So, jnanam is undifferentiated knowledge, and vijnanam is vishesha jnanam, that knowledge where some attributes are added. See? Therefore, attributeless presence is God. North, east, west, south. These are the attributes superimposed on the space. Where from they have come? They have come from relationship with the sunrise. Therefore, if we want to see the space, we must drop whether it's south or north or east or nothing. See? So, Vijnanam is Vishesha Jnanam, knowledge with attributes. Jnanam is attributeless knowledge. I shall tell you, Jnanam Vijnana Sahitam Yajñatva Mokshase Ashubhat. Having known this, you will be liberated from all wrong notions of your life. wrong notions we have about ourselves, about the world, about God, about spiritual practice, about God realization. So we are leading our total life only under the influence of wrong notions. So these wrong notions will be erased if we know both the aspects. See, man is jnanam, husband is vijnanam, man is jnanam, son is vijnanam, man is jnanam, the father is vijnanam, man is jnanam, the father-in-law is vijnanam. So out of one jnanam, one man, non-specific knowledge, vijnanam, specific knowledges, brother, father, mother, everything has come up. Now between these two, which is the real? See, when my father died, what happened to me, the son? Nothing. Without father, how can be a son? When my wife died, see, what will happen to me, the husband? Nothing. I am no more a husband. Without wife, how can I be a husband? In short, the real spiritual practice is discard the limitations of any speciality and enter the non-specific experience. This is the vision that is given from 7th up to the 12th chapter. See, then only we can grow wise. Or else we are growing otherwise anyway. See, friends. So, after having told this, Bhagavan also gives a caution. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye yatatam api siddhanam kaschid mam vetti tattvataha. See, among millions, here sahasra doesn't mean a particular figure, meaning many of them. Among millions, rare is the one who is putting efforts in this direction. Among such millions putting efforts, rare is the one who is putting the efforts in the right direction. Among such millions who are putting the effort in the right direction, there is one rare who may attain the fulfillment in life. Oh God, it is so difficult. This is not the import. Therefore, tad vijnanatham gurumeva vigachet samit panihi shrotriyam brahmanishtam. One should not study the scriptures by taking the book in the hand. Gita, why they wrote in English, Sanskrit? No. Tad vijnanatham gurumeva vigachet. Our scriptures clearly tells Shravan, Manan, Nididhyasan. If you read on your own, you are bound to get lost in confusion and argument. So, what is the import of this statement? Means it requires absolute involvement, not half-heartedly. Then only things are possible. And is it not true in anything that you do? Whether you are learning music, I am always surprised and adore these musicians. Since morning, enough. But they are enjoying it. And they go on beating themselves. Don't beat, yaar. क्या बात है? इसलिए मारो मत. See, so unless we are committed, nothing is achieved in life. See, you are all educated. You are not dropped from the heavens. You have worked hard. See, therefore, to attain success in the material world, commitment, ability, quality is required, it is equally true on the spiritual path. This is the meaning. Now hereafter, the teacher gives us a real vision of the total creation. भूमिरापो नलो वायु खम मनो बुद्धिरेव च अहंकार इति अम्मे भिन्ना प्रकृतिरष्टधा. 5 great elements: mana, mind, buddhi, intellect, ahankar. So 5 plus 3, 8. This is the eightfold matter, prakriti. See. So there are 8 aspects which are used in creating this world. Out of that, 5 are external. 5 great elements: space, air, fire, water, and earth. 5. Now, this table doesn't know it is a table. Someone else knows this is a table. So, this world of 5 elements is to be known. Then only it exists. That which is not known doesn't exist for us. See? So, what are the instruments of knowledge? So, Bhumi, Rapo, Nalo, Vayu, then come Mana, Buddhi, Ahankar, 3 of them. Mind is the instrument of perception. Buddhi is the instrument of discrimination. And Ahankar is a principle which keeps the 5 elements together so that they are not disintegrated. This word Ahankar is a technical term. It is not Ahankar means ego, no. So this eightfold things go into the creation of this whole universe. One part is the objective, the second part is the subjective. So what is the world? Subject-object relationship is the world. In the deep sleep, all faculties close, mana buddhi close. Therefore, the world doesn't exist. See? So, although everything is closed, yet the life continues in the body. That principle, because of which the 5 elements do not disintegrate into their source, but they are still holding in the form of the body. And when in the deep sleep, the hair grow, the nails grow, blood circulation continues. Who is doing that? That principle, because of which the life continues, is called as Ahankar. In your technical terms, we can equate it to, it is the electromagnetic pixel. See? Because of that pixel, the body remains alive. Make it very clear. Therefore, everything in the whole universe, including you and me, we are only electromagnetic entities. See, friends, how deep is Bhagavad Gita. And this Prakriti is Ashtadha, eightfold. Now this Prakriti is meant for whom? See, this is all in the matter. 5 great element is gross matter, and Mana, Buddhi, mind and intellect is subtle matter. And Ahankar is also the matter aspect, which is holding on to the 5 elements in the form of the body. Now, all this thing is meant for whom? In the next verse, Bhagavan says, Aparatu itam anyam prakriti viddhi me param jiva bhutam mahabaho yeyedam dharyate jagat. Other than this Ashtadha Prakriti, there is Ekadha, there is one Prakriti. See? And what is that? Jiva Bhuta. So the body made of 5 elements, and the inner instrument, Antakaran, Mana Buddhi, and all this body and Mana Buddhi held together in a form is the principle of ahankar. See, one part. Second, in this body, now jiva bhuta, life starts manifesting. Therefore, the Sanskrit word for life is jivana, not jiva. Expression of electricity in the bulb. Is it a individuality or it is a principle? Bulbs may be many. Principle of life is one. Bodies may be many. Principle of life is one. But instead of recognizing in this manner, we use the word jiva. Therefore, scripture says jiva na. There is no jiva. There is life. See, friends, it is so important to understand. Therefore, you will see in all our talks, we are not brought anywhere. Last life, this life, next life. So, aparatu itam anyam prakriti vidhi me param yaya dharyate jagat. This world is for the jiva or the jivana. Space is not for the space. The air is not for the air. All of them are meant for somebody. And the somebody is the life principle expressing through everything. See? And after having told this, Bhagavan says, this is at the totality level and individuality level. Totality level is causal and individuality level is as a effect level. Cause and effect. Samashti and Vyashti. Vyashti is individuality. So when we talk about individuals, we take, oh, there is no light in my bulb. Your bulb may be fused. Light is never fused. When the bulb becomes fused, the light from this bulb doesn't go in search of kahan jaun, like the jiva goes. When the body drops, then the jiva goes. If he is a yogi, he goes from above. If he is a bhogi, he goes from below. And then he is searching where to go. And he is searching. He enters the womb. And there he reads one board. T-O space L-E-T, too late. And the small I.com goes there. And a toilet is born. See, friends, no meaning to all this rubbish. But it's so enchanting. See? Therefore, after having created the totality and expression through the totality as if individuals, then they are to be controlled. So, created, which includes both the enjoyer and enjoyed and the creator. Then after that, the fourth stage. See, mattaha pararam kinchin nanyadhasti dhananjaya mai sarvamidam protam sutre manigana iva. Hey Arjun, if you understand from my standpoint, so how many standpoints? One standpoint from the world. World has got many things. For whom? For the jiva, the one who is experiencing this world. Then, who is controlling this world and the interaction with the world for the jiva? Ishvara, God. Now be very attentive. One reality with different conditionings is referred differently. Like one man with different conditionings is referred differently. So he is the son, he is the husband, he is the father. In the same manner, one reality, what is that reality? Mattaha parataram, there is no cause of me. Mattaha parataram, anyat, there is nothing other than me. Kinchit, there is no effect out of me. Mattaha parataram nanyat, kinchit asti dhananjaya. Then, sarvam mai vidam protam sutre manigana. Everything is in me like golden beads put together into a garland by using a golden thread. So gold is the support thread and beads are also the gold superimposed. In short, other than this absolute non-dual reality, there is nothing but multiplicity appears on account of various conditioning superimposed on that. Now the question is, where is your attention? Change your focal length. All spiritual life is only changing the focal length. One day when it will click, understand God's grace. Cause and effect is an illusion. Because of the vision, colors and forms are established. Because of the colors and forms, vision is established. Sometimes you might have experienced, we go to the eye doctor and he asks us, okay, sit down, I'll ask you, read that, okay? And then you are ready to read. And that very moment, power fails. Kya padhu? What should I read? Now he cannot see anything. So, the vision is established if there are colors and forms. And colors and forms are established if there is a vision. So, who is because of whom? In short, cause and effect is an illusion. If you hold on to this principle, you will have zero questions in your life. There was one Gujarati family in Mattancherry in Kerala near Ernakulam. Sometimes I used to stay with them. They had a son. And having very big spices business. And he shifted for a business purpose to California. So I used to go and stay with him also. Once it was detected that he was having some disease, he was admitted to the hospital, everything was done. He was relieved. Everything is perfect. He has paid the bills. And before leaving the hospital, he sat with his mother, with his wife, and having a cup of coffee. He took that cup of coffee in his hand and died on the spot. He could not even take a sip. That time, that mother, elderly mother, she must be that time about 70 or so. This man was not a baby. He was about 45 or so. So, when I saw her, I was so surprisingly happy. What she told me, Swamiji, I remember once you came to our place and you told one principle. And that principle is established also in Amritanubhav, very emphatically. Cause and effect is an illusion. He said, Swamiji, I am holding into that. Why he died, cause, effect, illusion. You will be at peace with yourself. Why? The sky is too high. How simple it is. Therefore, I am the cause, I am the effect. Gold says, I am the cause, I am the ornaments. Now between these two, you find out what is the real. So if you are obsessed with gold, you will say gold is real, ornaments are illusions. The dehydrated Vedanti talk like that. Our Sant Ganeshwar Maharaj, what he says, why you insist for that, yeah? You have the capital of gold and the dividends of the ornaments. What is wrong? Why leave the world and go in the forest? Enjoy. Because the field of enjoyment, the instrument of enjoyment, the enjoyer is none other than the divine. See, friends. Therefore, this is the foundation of the 7th chapter. Mattaha parataram, there is no cause of me. The moment you drop this cause, you are one with the truth. See? And if you keep on insisting, then you start inquiring. See? Bijasyantarivangkuro jagadidam prangnirvikalpam punaha maya kalpita desha kala kalana vaichitra chitrikrutam maya viva vijrumbhayatyapi maha yogi vayasvechaya tasmai Sri Guru Murtaye namaidam Sri Dakshina Murtaye. Bhagwan Shankaracharya says, like in the seed, the whole tree is included. Have you ever seen the seed of a banyan tree? Hardly anybody must have seen it. It's so small. Smaller than the sesamum seed. And if you take it and sow, it will not germinate into a plant. Then those fruits are eaten by the birds. It is processed through the GI tract of the birds. Then it is excreted in their fecal material. And then it germinates. Purusha Prakriti, unless they come together, samsara doesn't begin. See? So, in that small seed, the whole tree is there exactly the same way. Maya kalpita, only by the imaginary projection of the Maya. What is that? Desha kala kalana. Time, space and object. So, every night we sleep and we get up. Work on this. In deep sleep, where were we? When were we? What were we? All the conditions dropped and therefore extremely खिचड़ी ज़्यादा हो गई थी. हाँ? See, I can see the working of khichdi everywhere. We should punish the cook. You should prepare such food that they should not eat. Huh? My sadhana is this. I keep on talking, others listen or... This is not the last supper, man. It is punishment for you or for me, I don't know. So, in deep sleep, we were nowhere. When we are out of the sleep, what is the process? The first thing is where I am. Second thing is what is the time. Third thing is who I am here now. So everything comes from me only. See? Therefore, all the waves, they don't come from outside. They come from the ocean. All the oceans come from out of the waters. See? Maya kalpita. This Maya is inherent potentiality in everything and being. The Maya of fire is the burning ability, etc. Maya Kalpita. Kalpita, projection, imaginary. Desha Kala Kalana. So first the space is born, then the time. See? Prang Nirvikalpam Punaha. And again, when the body identification is dropped, again we go back to nowhere, remain as nobody, beyond time. This is incessantly going on and on and on. Maya kalpita desha kala kalana vaichitra chitri krutam Maya iva vijrumbhayatyapi maha yogi vayasvechaya. And like his own free will, the whole world is heaving like the oceans heave. When the ocean heaves, waves come, again goes back, continuously going on. See, friends, every dream has got a separate dreamer. Exactly the same way. Every waking experience has got a separate waker. We don't write autobiography of a dreamer. We write autobiography of a waker. Either stop writing autobiography of a waker or start writing autobiography of a dreamer. No connection. But here in the waking, we collect all those flowers, fools. And through them, there is a thread of consciousness. And then the stories begin. I was born there. I was growing first vertically. Then the ceiling came. I didn't give up. I started growing horizontally. See? The more you recognize this, you will be functioning through the body and no more function as the body. Functioning through the body is a common knowledge, non-specific knowledge. Functioning as the body, specific knowledge, Vishesha Jnanam. See, friends, when these points become very clear, then the teacher gives us 15 examples. We'll take a one or two. So where to find that divinity that we are? Raso hamapsu kaunteya. Hey Kunti Putra, Arjun, you want to see yourself? How I am and you are one? You want to see? Yes. Aham, I am. Rasaha apsu. I am the principle of taste in the water. Now be attentive. What happens to us? I like sweet, I like bitter, I like salty, I don't like this thing. Taste is a common word. But bitter, spicy, salty, these are specific. Vijnana. Get this point across. So the real spiritual practice or meditation is migrate from the Vishesha Jnanam, specific knowledge, to the non-specific knowledge. Colors and forms, specific. Vision, non-specific. If you start living in this non-specific knowledge, then waker, specific. Dreamer, specific. Deep sleeper, specific. Samadhi, specific. Non-specific, supporting all of them. To become a waker, you have to be identified with the body. To become a dreamer, you have to be identified with the subtle body. To be a deep sleeper, you have to discard both of them. To be a samadhi person, struggle. But to be, no efforts. Therefore, real spiritual practice is not a gain. It is a total loss of that which doesn't exist. देखो संतो, when this vision expands, we will not be disturbed by small little things here and there. See? And there will not be any question. I am always surprised, God's creation, where from the questions comes in your mind. See? Questions are the eczema of the mind. When somebody has eczema, he enjoys it. Others are fed up. Hey, come on, now stop that. Oh, all bleeding. There is nothing worse to know about it. But then Bhagwan has to protect himself from the people. What he does, he gives the chabi and intellect is ignited and keeps on asking, why? Why God created this? Just to trouble you. Oh. See, where from the world begins. See? And they start inquiring. See how the stories drop in my head from nowhere. There was a cat. And the cat was thinking herself to be very intelligent. Must have done the cat examination test. So, she was always with her owner, and owner was an old lady, and she was busy all the time doing some knitting work. Gold, this is what you call woolen thing, mufflers or something like that. And this cat always used to sing, that ball, if I get to play, how nice it will be. But she doesn't give me. So pray to the Lord, oh Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Her prayers were heard. And that very moment, the phone rang. So this old lady, she has to go inside. So she left the ball of the wool, everything there on the chair, went inside. Now the cat, I got it now. I want to investigate. What is that? Intelligent. She started playing with that ball. And in that playing, the ball was unwinding. And ultimately, when it was completely unwound, she was surprised. Where the ball has gone? Where the ball has gone? Where the ball has gone? And that thread has entangled her in that. And then prayer. Tvameva Mata. This is exactly the research about the world. Friends, that ball appeared, did not exist. What research can you do on the appearance? Nothing. Enjoy. This world is like that. But we become so serious. The problem is intellectuals. Remain simple, man. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. Relax. Move around, spend some time, play, listen to music, count the petals of the different flowers. This flower has got 16. Keep busy. See? Then you will not sleep. Ya nisha sarvabhutanam tasyam jagrati sanyami. When we understand this simple principle, then alone we are walking spiritual path. Then alone we are growing wise. Our condition is like a bird standing in front of the mirror. See? We also stand in front of the mirror. Bird also stands. What is our interaction? No commentary required. But yet I'll tell. we do not look at the mirror. We look in the mirror. We do not look at the reflection. We look at ourselves. Now, a bird, when he is looking into the mirror, he is looking at the mirror, and in the mirror he is seeing something else other than him. And therefore starts fighting. Dvitiyatvai bhayam bhavati. Wherever there is a sense of otherness, three things are bound to be: desire, anger, and fear. In deep sleep, no desire, no anger, no fear, because there is nobody else other than us. See? And therefore the bird has taken the appearance in the mirror as if it is real. The world is born for him. And then what is the world? Struggle, fight, remove, destroy others. And he keeps on pecking. The beak starts bleeding. Nothing happens. Then he goes behind the mirror. Oh no, it's gone. Thank God. He comes again. Oh, it's still there. Not going. Now what to do? Let me do yoga. See? You must not have read one book which I read. Do you know that book? Doga. Yoga for dogs. This book I read in Tasmania, Australia. I was staying with my friend. They were Fijians. For the first time, I was staying in their house. So they didn't know me, I didn't know them. So on the table, there were a few books kept, maybe for me to read. So when I looked at it, this title, Doga. I said, what could be the word at Doga? So I took it. I had such a beautiful sketching. First was Surya Namaskar by the dog. You can see any dog when he gets up from the sleep, he does Surya Namaskar. Oh, Om Mitraya Namaha. All the asanas with the dog were shown there. See? So our bird has read that book. So he did that and yet opened the eyes. Again it is not going. Oh God, what to do? Then he started doing pranayam and did pranayam, kumbhak and everything. But that reflection is not going. Now what to do? He started doing meditation, close the eyes. When the eyes are closed, while meditation, I am Brahman. After meditation, Brahma. Again the same thing. Meditation is not helping. What should I do? Then, Kurute Ganga Sagar Gamanam. Let me do the charity, go to the Himalayas, go to Kailash and come back. Those who go to Kailash, they should not come back. Kailashvasi. He did all that, but the reflection was not going. Oh God, what to do? Then out of anger, frustration, he broke that mirror. And lo, many more reflections became. And he became, oh, there must be some jadoo tona, some kind of magic being played. He may do anything, nothing can help. Recognition of the illusion as an illusion is the only way to go beyond illusion. When we take illusions as real, we suffer. See? If I take this illusion that you are listening to me, I will suffer. But I know. Then why are you talking? Time pass. There is no other purpose. Never take life seriously. You cannot change or help anybody in this world. God has failed to improve me. And me, the frustrated one, can improve others. See, friends. Therefore, go beyond this cause and effect, ऐसा ही होता है. Now see, Have we ever asked a question? Why fire is hot? We didn't ask. We accept it. It is hot. Thereafter we start thinking how to interact with the fire so that the same burning ability of the fire is used to our benefit. See? In the same manner. But why my wife is dumb? Don't ask question. He's dumb. Then, I'll give you an example. One of my Marwadi friend, we were in somewhere in Tamil Nadu. So we went to see something. On way it was very hot. So we stopped the car somewhere near one shop, and he told his wife, "Go and get some water for Swamiji. It's very hot." So that old lady, Marwadi means round figure, no rough corners. So she went and got one bottle of water. He became angry. "Arey Bewakoof, get cold water. It's so hot. You don't understand this thing." She changed it. And she says, "Swamiji, have you seen? He always tells me Bewakoof. At home, it's okay, but everybody, even before you, he called me Bewakoof." I said, "Mama, I agree with him." She went, "You also agree?" I said, "Yes." "How?" I said, "Were you wise, you will never marry him." Then it is okay. Don't make life serious, friends. Spiritual life is not we have to achieve something. Just be. Causeless being, this is what we told you. The pramana nirapeksha anubhuti. That experience which does not involve operations of sense organs, mind and intellect. That experience is the truth, and that thou art. Dekho Maharaj, like in this, is there any place I am superior than you or inferior than you? See? And when there is no competition, there is no other, life is relaxed. But we start injecting these wrong notions in the children. In one family when I went, they had one son. "Swamiji, my son is very intelligent. Every person thinks the same thing. And he stood first in his class." I said, "Okay, Mama, I'll talk to him. Prepare something. I am hungry." So I asked him, "Hey, you are first in your class? Well, congratulations. How many students are there in your class?" "I am alone." अरे यार, एक हमें दीदी है. This is how, if you are the one, with whom will you compete? See, are the eyes competing with the ears? Are the ears competing with the nose? Think. When you discover this truth, you do not want to prove anything to anybody in this world. Our whole life is a struggle. I want to prove I love you. Therefore, every now and then, keep a pad ready, printed, "I love you," signature. Le lo. When you have to justify "I love you," then you don't love really. See, friends, slowly, from the Vijnana, from the specific knowledge, we have to enter the non-specific knowledge. Drop all the specialities and be common. And therefore, spiritual attainment is not a gain, it is a total loss. Are we ready for this bargain? Then study Bhagavad Gita. If not, do meditation and pranayam till your nose falls down. Hang. See? That is not the real meaning of Bhagavad Gita. Thus, we are entering the field of dissolving the I, which was defined, crystallized in the first 6 chapters. Now that I has to be correctly understood, because all the possible hang-ups are now taken care of by a proper lifestyle. Now this I we are ready to deeply dive into. This is what it is. If this is happening, then we are growing wise with Gita. Otherwise, we being Hindu, we have got one benefit. Agla janam, next life, how does it matter? What is the hurry? It's not this life, next life, okay? Never mind. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.